So this is an important update from a northerner. I want to share it with you. You will hear what he said about Mazi Nnamdi and agitation going on all over the country in Nigeria. Even though some actually believe that it doesn't matter, that the Igbo people should just cry as loud as they care. But some people, actually understand that it's not something. It's not a cry. It's not a cry of a baby. A cry of an adult is not a cry of a baby. It's not something that you may think that you are winning now, but you never know what tomorrow will hold. And some actually, want the Nigeria to work genuinely. Some people want it to work, but unfortunately, those who don't want it to work outnumber those who want it to work. Nobody actually drives joy in seeing anybody going down or being in pain or crying for help and all that. That's why when we call out the excess killing of people in Nigeria, not only in Beverland, in Plateau, in Benue, in Meduguri, in Kanu, in Katsina, in Edo, name it, in Enugu. So that nobody, deserves to die in hands of one another. But some people don't care. As long as killing of people, we actually give them what they want, which is to, forcefully take people's land. When you hear land, I'm not talking about land, maybe farmland. No, I'm talking about ancestral home, ancestral land of people. When you pay attention on what is going on in Benue State, people that have been, made homeless, the youth, the children, a baby of 2 years being stabbed. These are things that we're not supposed to be seeing this in this age. Like, we're not supposed to see this kind of thing anymore. People are going through a lot. Funny enough, people who are perpetrating this crime come from one region. When we talk, they say you are trying to bring ethnic war, you are supporting evil. No, nobody supports evil. We're actually trying to avoid it because I'm not from Benue State, but some of the clips, some of the videos that are on social media, when you watch it, you will be like, what is going on? Why are they going through these things? It's not as if it's maybe outbreak, like disease. No, this is man-made problem. People just wake up from their own comfort zone and decide to invade another man's land by bringing their brother from Sahel to present it through Niger to northern part of Nigeria and move around telling you that they are cattle railers. Now, no more cattle railers, now it's hunters. Keep on slaughtering people, buying people from fun in name of one imaginary story they told them from ages to ages, that Usman Dafolo said he'd have to conquer this and conquer that. That Allah gave the people's ancestral home for them. I don't get it. So, we always say this, but some people don't, people don't like to listen to hear the truth. Not every Northerners are evil. Not every Easterners are evil. Not every Westerners are evil. Can we agree on that? Fine. Now, this man you're about to hear his voice is a Northerner. And I'm not saying he's an angel, but at least this one he said he got it. At least calling for release of Mazi Nnamdi and other agitators, because you have power in government, you are the government, you can throw anybody into prison for fun, nothing will happen and all that. That mentality is demonic. I don't want to make this video to be too long. Please help me like the video and share it on any platform of your choice. Let's hear what this man says, and God bless you as you do so. See you again. Bye-bye for now.
Mohammed Ndarani Mohammed, senior advocate of Nigeria. I'm also the grand patron, One Nation Aswaju Support Group of Nigeria. Let me start by saying my advice to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our dear President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Having watched what is happening in Nigeria in recent times, I felt the urge as a patriotic Nigerian to plead with the federal government to settle Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators matters out of court by set up a formidable national committee of arbitration. In my opinion, the court may not be the solution of the above matter if lasting peace is to reign in the nation. Bringing this matter to the round table for intensive negotiation surely would engender the peace, harmony, and unity in diversity that we all have persistently craved. In a country with various distinct ethnicities like Nigeria, it is and ought to be an all-pervading preoccupation of everyone to seek ways of encouraging those things that will bring us closer together as a nation. This is even more so in the existing atmosphere where there is a mutual suspicions and widespread crisis of marginalization. Our dear President Bola Tinubu should therefore consider alternative dispute resolution mechanisms like arbitrations, cancellations, and mediation in some of these cases concerning these our agitators in the country. ADR refer to any method of conflict resolution that take place outside the courtroom. It involves processes and techniques of conflict resolutions without litigations and empower parties to work together using a framework to amicably settle complex issues. The President, our dear President, needs peace and unity to function optimally. Therefore, anything that will give him peace is highly welcome, and that is what we are seeking to see in this our dear country. Looking at the political atmospheres in Nigeria today, there is a palpable tension in the land with a huge portions of it having tribal and religious undertones. This could only provide uncomfortable foundations for the current festering and growing pocket of banditry, militancy, and other type of unrest. Political parties and gladiators are already aligned and realign because they felt that the interests of their people, regions, or religions are not being adequately protected. I can tell you for free, though, that most of them are actually aligned for their own selfish interests and not for the interests of the masses. They are simply taking advantages of the current uncertainties in the land. Resolving some of these matters that are in court can only help in sanitizing the atmosphere, since it is a fact that early resolution of a dispute will immensely help in healing old wounds and in nation building. It will also help in this instance in promoting peace and unity. That is what we need ultimately in this country today. We need peace, we need unity, we need to work together. We have to look at ourselves as we're all one, we're all brothers from indivisible and indissoluble nations under one God. It will also help in the instance case in promoting peace and unity. I can draw your attention to Section 17 of Federal High Court Act and Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, provided that the parties can explore alternative options for both civil and criminal matters when it comes to situations of these natures in our dear countries. I, in my own opinion, believe that in getting last solution to our challenges facing in this country, we need to strictly adhere to what we call arbitration, mediation, and cancellations, where everybody will come together, put our opinions together, and work together as a one family. Like the treason matters involving Omoyele Sowore, leaders of revolutions, now movement, and the presidential candidate for 2023 elections, and also the terrorist cases against Bello Badejo, leaders of Miete Halla, Kaute Hori, both cases which the Nigerian government have withdrawn, which in my opinion is a very, very commendable for peace in this nation to reign. Because we believe that when two people are having disagreement in some certain areas of concept of life, the best option to do is to seek for peace, is to seek for unity, is to have what we call collective opinion of individual, and let us have a common basis for development of these dear nations. One thing that is certain is that it is never in public interest for cases to drag on interminably, especially such high-profile cases. They can only make a lot more long draw out the sentiments that lead to the institutions of the cases. Cases that last for years, sometimes even decades, can only surreptitiously or otherwise erode public confidence in the judicial system. Let us always remember that judiciary is generally regarded as the last hope of common man, which I personally believe. If if we are to be perfectly honest, one of the major drawbacks is the snail pace at which some matters are disposed of in our courts in Nigeria today. Notwithstanding all the effort that the justices have been put in place, which is very commendable. Since it is generally believed that justice delay is justice denied, this inordinate delay in our courts is the reason some people think twice before heading to the court to seek justice. Recall that Oliver Wendell Jr. once famously remarked that courts are court of law and not court of justice. So do you blame people when they appear skeptical of our law courts? I therefore urge President Tinubu, dear President of this country, to watch out for the little forces that spoil the vine while trying to hold Nigeria together as one indivisible nation. I advise that Nigerians should be patient with our dear President Tinubu Aswaju. He met up an unjust society, and it is not easy to arrange a system that already collapsed before the advent of his administration. It is clear beyond shadow of doubt that our President, President Tinubu, inherited unjust society. And when you inherited unjust society, it became pretty difficult or very cumbersome for you to play a magic within a while to manage the situations and get a desired result. We as Nigerians, we have to be very patient with our dear president to look inward and see how he can rearrange unjust situations in met Nigerian ways. The problem of these countries are our few elites who puts their interests on the first line charge instead of the interests of the masses. And that is why Nigeria is having snail speed movement in terms of development, in terms of all the challenges we're facing today. And we must have to tell ourselves the truth, and the truth must be told. Even if the leaders of the whole world today, let's say American president, Britain president, French president, France president, will come to Nigeria and be a president today, it cannot be easy for them to develop the way their countries are developing, because in Nigeria the scenario is different from what you operate and we always see in the West developed world. In the West developed worlds, there is what we call just society. And Ekpa clearly stated that you can't build peace in an unjust society. For you to build peace in an unjust society, it takes the grace of God, it takes the peace. It takes a while for it to happen. And how it happens, it has to be through arbitration, mediation, and cancellations, and putting up all the parties that are aggrieved together and find a lasting solution to the grievances of each party and make a directions as to how the future of the country is going to be governed in a peaceful, in a way that everybody that is a citizen of the countries will enjoy his right of a citizens as a citizens of their nation, Nigeria. Nigerian problems are the few elites, just like what I said, who put their interests on the first line charge. I advise the president to avoid them and exploit all the mechanisms to settle for peace of Nigeria rather than seeking for prosecution of a matter that can be settled through mediation, arbitrations, and cancellations, and giving a lasting solution to the problems and challenges of these our dear nations. If Nigeria is peaceful, Tinubu will do well. That is my belief. I will advise the president to look inward to seek how to settle most of these pockets of agitations that have given rise to losses of lives and properties in Nigeria. Arbitration can bring rest to the East, in my own opinion.